orator, full of energy, and I am sure you will get great glimpses of not only Swami Vivekananda, but the great culture and heritage of the India. I request Mukul to deliver a speech. Thank you.
I thought I will speak without a mic. When Swami Vivekananda spoke in the World Parliament of Religions, he started with these words, sisters and brothers of America. And then there was a standing ovation, clapping for, they say it was for 2.5 minutes. And there is a lot of research which has went on for last almost 100 years about what happened on that day. Why? Why such a response for such a simple address? Simple. Sisters and brothers of America. 5 words. And people started jumping, they came over the dais, they wanted to touch Swami Vivekananda, they wanted to know about him. He became an instant hero, and a lot of research has gone in. A very simplistic explanation which is given in all the textbooks we have all read, that everybody there was addressing as ladies and gentlemen. He was the first man to come there and say that sisters and brothers, so something different, so he got the clapping. That is the most simplistic of the explanations, which is not true. Why it is not true? Because he was not the first man to say these words that day. On 11th September 1893, in fact, he was the 4th person, the representative of Buddhism from Sri Lanka, one Dhammapada Angikara, he has used that. Pratap Chand Muzumdar of Theosophical Society, he used the same, sisters and brothers, or brothers and sisters, almost same. So 3 people had used it before Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda was 4th. Neither of those 3 did not get such a clapping. Only Swami Vivekananda got. So it was not novelty. Subhash Chandra Bose has explained it very beautifully. You must have heard name of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, one of the great revolutionaries of India. A spiritual revolutionary. In fact, he formed an army, Indian National Army. He went to Germany and he was given 2 minutes to speak to Hitler, the great Hitler. Can you imagine a man who does not know 20 words, more than 20 words of German? He was given 2 minutes. And it is said that when he entered the chamber of Hitler, he stayed there for more than 45 minutes. 45 minutes without any language, common language. Hitler did not know much of English. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose did not know much of German, but they spoke for 45 minutes, and that kind of a personality. He explains why Swami Vivekananda had that effect. I am starting with this anecdote with a purpose. Here also we have got a problem of communication, language. I am communicating in a language which is not my language. I have learnt it. And many of you are in the process of learning this language. So you also do not know all the words of this language. So our common vocabulary, common knowledge of words is very, very little. So the communication has to be beyond the language. Beyond the language. It cannot be, in our yogic term it is called as Vaikhari. This spoken language is called as Vaikhari. So Vaikhari communication is not possible. It has to be Madhyama, Pashyanti, Para I am not capable, so I am going to try that. That is what Kaka Maharaj did in the morning. That communication of Diksha, initiation, which can transcend all the constraints of time, space, causation, no limitations. Sitting in Nashik, he can initiate in New Jersey. Why? Because that is at the para level. It is not the Vaikhari level. Subhash Chandra Bose says Swami Vivekananda was effective. Those 5 words created a revolution, a world revolution. That's why that day is called as Universal Brotherhood Day. That is my topic today. Universal brotherhood, sisters and brothers. He said that, and everybody sitting there felt it. That was the feeling. There are people who have noted in their diary, for the first time I thought my brother is there. That feeling of brotherhood. Swami Vivekananda was brotherhood personified. Subhash Chandra Bose explains it so beautifully. He himself was a great orator, great motivator. He says Swami Vivekananda was effective because what he spoke was from his heart. So Subhash Chandra Bose tells a very beautiful lesson in public speaking. He says, if you speak from your lips, it will reach the lips of the audience. If you speak, like I am speaking very loudly, if you speak from your throat loud, it will reach only up to the throat. But if you are speaking from your heart, then only it will reach the heart of the audience. This is Mahayoga. This is as simple as Mahayoga. Isn't it? Communication beyond language. You don't need language to communicate from heart to heart. You need more than language. You need whole your personality to be part of your communication, your feelings, your emotions, your being, what you are, your character. That communicates. And that is what is Mahayoga. In fact, I won't go into the technicalities. The technicalities are also very beautiful, almost scientific. More scientific than the so-called physics. But I won't go into that. How it achieves brotherhood? Because it connects not outside, but within. The connection is not outside, the connection is within. As very beautifully put by Dr. Bhatkar. The whole world is within you. And that realization is Mahayoga. You are able to realize that within. Swami Vivekananda, once speaking in London, he said, we Indians, he was a very proud Indian. He was very, very, very proud.